Hello, and welcome to this video on the new diary features within 1090. This is essentially an update video. We've already got a training video on the kind of basic features for the diary, such as booking in appointments and viewings and using it for yourself or for the branch. This is really just exclusively looking at the new features that we've rolled out, which are color coding per staff member. So I'll be talking you through how to set a color for each user so that you can quickly tell who's doing which appointments. We've now got diary teams as well. So I'll be talking you through in the video how you can set up different teams. For example, some people might want to set up like a sales team. You might have sales negotiators and then a separate team of people who deal with lettings, and how to split up the different teams. And actually we've got a different view now as well. So the by staff view, I'll be showing you that as well. And then the third thing we'll be going through is our new on-screen reminders. So when you are up and running using the diary, if you're then elsewhere in the system, you could be on a property or on a contact, doing reports, really anything else, you can now get on-screen reminders popping up, reminding you that you've got a viewing or an appointment or evaluation booked in. So those are the three different categories we'll be talking through in the video today. You'll be able to click through into any of the individual sections using the chapters at the bottom of the video. Just to delve into each one a little bit more. So the color coding. First step, we'll be showing you how to set a color per staff member, and then I'll show you how this affects the diary. The diary teams. So first step again, setting up the diary teams and managing them. So we can add new teams in, as we said, like for example, sales and then lettings. Then putting in the individual members in that team, and then I can show you how you can edit and remove those as well. The second bit to that section there, I'll be showing you the by staff view. So traditionally we've had a sort of like day, week, month calendar, which you'll see in the other video, our more basic video. We've now got a new view entirely, which kind of splits it up per column. So I'll show you this. And then the third section, so this is about the reminders. So first of all, just to be clear, your system at the moment, it isn't set up as default to have the reminders. So if you want to switch these on, I'll talk you through exactly how to do that in this third chapter. You need to basically tick a box to enable it. And then you can then say how you want it to work, how often you want it to pop up, etc. So I'll be talking you through the settings on it as well. Okay, perfect. So let's continue. Okay, so looking at the first part of our video today, I'll be clicking into the branch diary section here. So underneath home, you can go to branch diary. And this is where we're going to be looking at the color coding part of the video. So first of all, just looking at this example diary that I've set up, you can see that I'm looking at the monthly view at the moment. You can switch between the views up here in the corner, and we'll go through that in a bit more detail when we look at the second part, which is the by staff view here. Looking at the monthly view though, so we have got all the appointments in this week for this branch. With the color coding, I just wanted to point this out here. So for example, we've got a few viewings booked in. There was a viewing on Monday, there was a viewing this morning, and there's actually another viewing booked in this morning as well. Now, these are all booked under different people's names, different staff members. So for example, this viewing that's in for 11:30 is booked under Jessica as the staff member. Now it's down as green at the moment, which is our default color. There was another viewing this morning, which is down as a different staff member, so Josh, and that's blue, and that's why the colors have changed here. So Josh is because Josh has selected a specific color, so his appointments are a certain color here. So I'll just show you how you can amend this. Let's say Josh, he had his appointment today, it's blue, Jessica's a green. Let's say Josh wanted to change his color coding here. What we would need to do that, if you go to admin, and then to staff on the right hand side, you've got all your different users in here, and this is where you set the color coding for the diary for each person. I'm going to go into Josh's one to show you how it's set. So pick your user from the list here, and you want to click edit. This is where you enter all the staff details, so name, phone number, email, job title, that sort of thing. And it's on this page where you've got the diary color. You can see Josh's is currently set to a sort of blue. If I wanted to change this, you just click in the box, and you get this color wheel coming up here. You can either click on the color you want, so if I wanted like a red, and you can go to light red or dark red here. You see that's adjusting it there at the top. Or if you actually know the hex color, you can go ahead and put that in, and it's going to change the color for you as well. So at the moment, we saw his viewing was blue on the diary. Let's say just to demo this, I'm going to change it to a green color and click away. You'll see that's now set to green, and I'll save this. When I go back to the diary, then you can see Josh's is more of a lighter green here versus Jessica's. This is our standard viewing color here. Likewise, Josh has another viewing then later on Friday, and it's changed both of them here, just to demonstrate this. Let's say we wanted to change Jessica's as well. So Jessica's is the standard color. Let's say we want to change that. So again, it's admin, over to staff. We're going to edit Jessica's account here. I want to scroll down until I see the diary color box here. So I'm going to click on that. Let's say we want to change hers to yellow. Again, save. Going back to the diary, you can see those have updated. Okay, so that's how you can set a color coding per staff member. Additionally to this, what some people have asked us to do is actually not set color coding per person, but instead say, for example, all viewings should be red, no matter who's put them in, and all valuations should be green, etc. We can actually do that for you in the background. This is something that we can only do on the support side. So if you would like the color coding not set per staff member, but set by appointment type, let us know. Just literally send over, like, I don't know, viewing red, valuation blue, how you want them set up, and we can do that for you. If you email that over to support@1090.co.uk, then we can go ahead and do that. Okay, so that pretty much covers the color coding per staff members. That's the first part of the video. I'm just going to move on to the next part for you now. So we've released a new feature fairly recently to do with setting up diary teams. So previously it was really just down to a per branch basis. You would see all the appointments for your own branch within the diary here. I'm looking at the London branch at the moment. This system, for example, has got London and Brighton. I can switch between the two here, or you can see both, but that's the only way it was divided up. We've released a new feature now where you can instead split it up and set up your own teams. So I'll show you how you do that. Within the branch diary section here, if I went over to manage teams here in the corner, for the London branch, I'm going to set up a sales team and add, and I'm also going to set up a lettings team as well. Okay, so essentially you're just typing the team name into this box here for the branch that you want to do it for, and then click add. Once you've added them all in, you can then say who belongs to which one. So for sales, I'm going to edit the members here, and I'm going to choose them from the list. Okay, so let's add Jessica, say she's sales. And I'm going to add another person as well, so let's say Josh. Perfect. I'm actually going to go back now and do that again. So again, just in the corner, so in the branch diary, moving all the way up to manage teams here in the top right hand corner. The sales team I've already done. The lettings team, I'm going to click members on that one. And I'm going to put some in there as well. So I'm going to put, say, Matthew. I'll put him in. Who else have we got here? I'll put Nigel as well. Okay. So, just to confirm that, if we go now onto, again, still on the branch diary page, and in the corner, this time you'll see this team sort of drop down here. What this lets you do is select either of those two teams that you selected. So I've got the sales team and I've got the lettings team here. If I go on sales team, for example, I'm now only seeing Jessica's and Josh's appointments. Likewise, if I switch that to the lettings team, I'm only seeing Nigel's and Matthew's there. So it's a way that you can divide up your appointments based on a team basis. So lettings, people often do it for lettings, sales. They might have people that only deal with inspections or viewings. So dividing up your staff members into teams like this just means you can quickly switch between them, and you can see the diary in a condensed way. On top of this, we've released a new view to help with this as well. So when you're in the branch diary, I'll just go back a step. Let's say you're looking at the overview here. You can now also click switch to by staff view here in the corner. Okay, this then gives you a column breakdown per staff member. So it's an entirely new way of viewing the diary. We previously just had day, week, and month. Now you can see it on it's still on a per day basis, but it splits it up with a new column per staff member like this. So it could be a slightly faster way for you to say, okay, quickly, so Jessica's out at 11, Josh is out in the morning, and then Matthew's out later on. And then it's this view here, which then becomes really useful to use those teams that we set up. So if I go to sales team, I've just got the column for Jessica and Josh then. I can just quickly say, okay, so sales, what are they doing today? Jessica's out midday, Josh is out in the morning. Switch that to lettings. Again, quickly, just Matthew and Nigel. I can see Matthew's got an inspection later, Nigel's free. So it's a very quick way for you to get the information rather than you trying to decipher it, especially if you've got a lot of staff members. It could mean that the diary was looking fairly busy. This should help you to make it a bit more focused. Okay, and again, just to confirm how I did that, so a little recap. So I'm on the branch diary. First of all, to set the teams up, it's under the Manage Teams section here. You add your teams in, and then you say who belongs to which one with the members. And then to switch to that view, it's switch to by staff view here. That gives you the columns. Some additional settings you can do with this. You might want to say, let's say for Jessica, that every time she logs in to the diary, she automatically just gets this view, and she actually automatically just sees the sales team, like this. So it's the appointments that are relevant to her, perhaps. So to do that, if you go to admin and then staff, again, it's editing their profile. So I'm going to edit Jessica here. You can say here, so we've done the diary color already. This, though, is to do with the default diary team. So I'm going to say that she should, as default, always just see the sales team, basically. And save that. What that means is for Jessica, when she logs in, if we would need to set this as the default, but it would mean that if you go into that view, and when Jessica's on there, she's going to straight away just see the sales team like this. And that's our new diary teams and the new view setup that we've got. This is a new feature that we've added, released. If you have any questions on it, of course, feel free to call us on support using the normal support number, or you can email us at support@1090.co.uk. Okay, moving on to the third part of the video, I'm going to be looking at the diary pop-ups. So this again is a new feature we've released. People, we had feedback from agents saying, you know, when you had things booked into the diary, it'd be useful to have something popping up on the screen to let you know. Previously we had things like email reminders. This is a more of a direct on-screen pop-up, so that wherever you are in the system, you could be, you know, on a property, doing a report, or even like the accounts. If you've got something booked under your name, it will pop up with a reminder now. To show you how to get that working, so it's again under the same admin staff section we've been looking at so far. So you go to admin, go to staff. This needs to be done on a per user basis. If I wanted to switch this on for Jessica here, so you'd go to edit, scroll down, and it's under the same section we've been looking at. So where you've got the diary color, we looked at the default diary team, and now it's these boxes here. So diary pop-up enabled. Okay, so you want to tick that box, diary pop-up notifications enabled there, and hit save. Okay, so just demonstrating the pop-up reminder part of the video for you here. I've actually just logged in as Jessica, and I've set an appointment up for 12:30. I also set the reminder for that particular appointment to remind me 1 hour before. So it popped up around 11:30 here, where I've just logged in. With the pop-ups, just to show you this, so it comes up in the bottom right-hand corner, and you can be on any page within the system, and it will show here. So I could be on the alert section, managing letting, sales, anything else, and it will come up and tell me about this viewing. Or likewise, any of the other screens that we've got as well. With the reminders, so it's telling you the property, the type of appointment, and the time as well. You can then click through to them as well as a bit of a shortcut. So let's say I was on this page here. I see the pop-up come up, and I can click on the appointment. It's actually going to then give you all the rest of the information. So property owner, who's going, any feedback, all the notes are here. If you wanted to remove that then from whatever screen you're looking at, let's say I'm already aware of that, I know I've got a viewing at 12:30, you can snooze the appointment and that'll remove it. And that's a look at how the new pop-up reminders look. How you can change it on a per appointment basis as well. So in the diary, when you're setting the appointment up in the first place, you can set a different notification period up. So as I say, as default, it's every 10 minutes. You could change it to be an hour before or half an hour before, whatever you like, when you're booking the appointment in. And likewise, even after it's in. So let's say in the diary here, I'm going to click on an existing viewing here, click edit. And then if I scroll down, you'll see the notification section here. So you can change this to really any other value as well. I changed it to be 1 hour in this case, just to demonstrate the pop-up. As I say, as default, it's going to be 10 minutes before. We can change it to default 15:30, whatever you want. And that's how you can configure the pop-up reminders, and you've seen what they look like there as well. Again, any questions on that? And if you want to change the default settings or really any queries you've got, feel free to contact us at support and we can give you a hand with it too. That concludes the new diary features video. Hopefully, using those new 3 features that we've got, you can make the diary a bit more useful for you and customize it a bit.